Brigante from the Bronx. Hey, man. So, yeah, we're recording now.
Yes, sir.
So, we're back in the building. Jack's Barbers, coolest, sharpest barbers on planet Earth, rude boy. Planet Earth. Planet Mars, Jupiter. Whichever one you want to name. They're going insane in the membrane. Samuel Jackson Snakes on the plane. Shout out to Smithy MC, whatever he may be. But yeah, those were his bars that I borrowed. I'm on my Drake thing, man. I don't write for myself. I've got ghost writers. And yeah, that hurt me. We'll get onto that maybe later on, but this Ninja Man Drake, man. Don't write nothing yourself. It's cut me deep, man. I thought he might get ideas, but this guy's getting whole songs. But you know, man, my heroes, all my heroes are wrongins. But that's another episode. Trust me, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Diddy. I know how to pick him. No Diddy.
I'll be honest with you, like the Diddy thing's getting a bit mad, you know. I feel like his name needs to become like Voldemort. I don't even think people should even joke with that. He's moving a bit mad. We need to actually see how this one plays out.
100%.
I feel like I'm not even. I don't even want to make cultural reference to it right now.
Yeah.
Because the stories are just looking all the way out of whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like they're just looking all the way out of whack, and I'm thinking you might need to be etched out of history.
Yeah.
I know that we always say you've got to separate the art from the eyes, but actually, I'm like, nah, bro, you're moving
mad.
Yeah. So we need to see how I'm not a judge. I'm just saying I need to see how this thing plays out.
The information that's been provided is looking wild.
Yeah. The stories are sounding mad. It sounds like a lot of violation. And again, it's that thing that people with money just think they believe they can
Ego.
buy people. Like they think money can resolve any issue. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it almost can, to be honest.
bruh, well, no, you're right. Because we're a thirsty generation.
Yeah.
We're thirsty people.
To a certain degree, it really can. If you had the money to cover this up and pay her off earlier,
she took 40 million, though.
She paid her 40, and she left, and now she's leaving it alone.
Well, the weird thing is, so this is what someone explained to me. They said she complained, and out of them whatever complaints and things that were filed, he paid her off 40 mil apparently.
Damn.
And then she moved on. She actually moved.
She
on.
got with a personal trainer that he got her.
Yeah, you know. But if you're abusing somebody and you put them close to somebody else, you're a fool to think your money is enough to keep them. Nah, because you're making them unhappy, and that money means nothing after a while. Especially if you're absolutely violating. And obviously, that video suggests he was a violator. So did that? You know what I mean? She found someone else who was willing to listen, shoulder to cry on, was willing to. You know what I'm saying? Tell her something that was going to uplift her. So, of course, yeah, man. She went there and she got 40 mil.
True.
So, that was a great starter package to a new life.
The streets is saying she shouldn't have done Ryan Leslie dirty, though.
You live and learn.
Like, that was her.
Gotta be a better. Like, my whole thing is why, when a big grown hardback man is running you down, I'd already seen like the J-Lo thing was looking a bit crazy.
True, the grass was greener.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta say to yourself, I need to make a better decision.
Ryan Leslie was giving this girl hits, man. The girl can't even sing.
Yeah, bro.
And he was making her sound like a credible artist.
Yeah,
and she believed the lies from Mr. Carter. She cheated on.
I wonder what it is. I wonder why people are upset. In my head, I was thinking, why did he like keep her around?
You know why?
Why?
Because she probably knew too much.
Maybe.
And he
But done too much in front of her and just thought,
got cheaper to keep her.
I was shocked when I realised, because she obviously her first couple of songs is me and you. Remember that?
Yeah.
She brought out a couple of songs. You know what I'm saying? Like the chaps. And then all of a sudden she got
Right, when we now. She had another mixtape that Diddy probably helped to produce, which was actually alright.
So she was putting out good music.
Rockabye Baby, which was actually pretty. And that's why I know that Diddy thinks he's Nino Brown, because I'm pretty sure he told her to do that Rockabye Baby. That was like the concept. It was like New Jack City kind of concept.
See.
And that's why he just thinks he's Nino Brown.
And then after that, she's done. And apparently she's on a wage, and it is mad.
She had a song with Nicki Minaj, which was alright as well. So she just made like random cameo appearances.
Really? So I suppose she's got to justify her presence to be inside a band.
Yeah.
Not one person, except for Prince, ends up on a label and doesn't produce music.
Good question. Was Jay Electronica on a label?
Was he with...
Like Rock Nation?
Nah, I think Rock Nation were his...
Management,
yeah, not necessarily.
He wasn't his label.
Nah.
Because that was a strange one as well.
But he was moving. Was he going out with one of the Rothschilds?
Yeah.
He was just moving.
And it just disappeared.
It's not me, man. These people that get into these worlds and mix with these people. And you know what, people? We need to stop chasing money.
Trust me, life's too short.
You can't sell your soul.
Nah, man.
It's not worth it. You got one soul, and ultimately that is priceless.
That's true. Speaking of life and soul, and madness and sadness, R.I.P. to the boy Rob Burrows, Leeds Rhinos legend, the legend of this city. Sad news, man. Had the motor neuron disease. And he was dealing with the madness. Personally, the deterioration that I've seen from that guy, like it makes my skin crawl. Like,
I heard it was bad.
It's awful. From being able to like be a professional athlete to you can't even go to the toilet yourself and you don't know what's going on at all. Respectfully, he was 41.
So and how long ago did the decline happen? A few years ago.
Yeah, maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Yikes. Yeah, that's insane.
And his life's just done like that, but yeah, man, he done good things for this city, and I've never heard no bad reports on him. A legend of the city, man. Above all else, rugby, fair enough, but he done a lot for the people of Leeds. So shout him out. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family and that.
And look after yourselves. I was asking people, like, I wonder, like, what? Obviously, we don't know. The studies will have to be done, but you know, they talk about you don't head of the ball because if you head of the ball, there's more chance of getting Alzheimer's.
Good question.
I'm thinking, well, obviously, rugby is a high impact sport.
100%.
And you know what within that participation contributed towards is.
It would be interesting to know that, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think gotta be careful. Like, I've got one life, bro.
Because he, from the outside looking in, he looked like
healthy guy, playing rugby for a year, had a rugby career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden became sick and it just declined so quickly. I'm not a doctor, man. I'm not Joe Rogan, man. I ain't gonna start pretending like I know.
True.
I'm simply asking the question of, do these things contribute? And if they do, you know, how many concussions can we have before it starts to have a long-term effect?
Yeah.
I think a lot of things, again, I'm not a doctor, but a lot of things I believe are like genetic.
Yeah.
So I think there's a coding within us.
Yeah.
Like, for those who, if you realise that there's lots of people in your family that have had cancer, there might be a genetic coding within your.
There will be 100%.
DNA that could potentially be switched on. So
Yeah.
You might.
You're compatible with that.
And if you do something that is counterintuitive towards your genetic makeup, you can trigger or bring these things forward quicker than maybe they need to, or you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if you don't live your life a certain way, it might be an inevitability.
Yeah.
Which is obviously why people say you got to change. You got to do things to try to switch up the pattern and the cycle. Of certain things. But again, I'm not that type.
Yeah, we're not qualified. We're just shooting the shiznit as.
Asking the question. We've got to look after ourselves, bro.
Yeah, shout out to his family, man, and the people that stood by him. Because one thing that I've seen with like other people, similar situations, like my uncle passed away from something similar, and just the stress it put on his wife, my auntie, and she had to change her entire life. It's not easy, man, and I always respect people because really and truly, like in that situation, his missus could walk away, his friends could turn their back, but Yeah, when you're a good person, then
You're a real one.
yeah, when you're an actual real one, you're gonna have that support.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have that support, that's a scary way to go out.
Yeah, and that's, again, it's why it's really important to know the really important things in life. People, money.
100%.
Money can't really you think money buys people, but actually, money rents people.
Yeah, it does.
Because when the money runs out, the people gone.
100%.
Buy suggests that you own. But you don't own, you're simply renting. Because the minute
Higher, man.
goes,
Yeah.
down, bro.
That's it.
So that's why you realise, that's not it. And I don't even want to quote Diddy because I can hear his voice in my head. Like, that was his mantra, but obviously.
All about the Benjamins.
Invest in love.
Okay.
He used to always tell you, I remember when he was.
That's what he said?
Yeah, but he used to say it all the time. That was his thing. You gotta invest in love, man. And shut up, Diddy. But actually, what he's saying is.
That was what he called himself. He's talking about investing in me, man.
Yeah.
Give me them.
Yeah, his interpretation of love is a different thing. But, like, true love, which is not a verb. Like, I was saying this to someone the other day. Like, love is not an emotion.
Yeah.
Love is not. It's not an adjective. It's not a descriptor. It's an act. It's a doing.
Yeah.
It's an action. You understand what I'm saying?
It's many things. It's not just one thing.
Because people look at a person, but actually the word means nothing. The word has to come with an action.
Yeah.
And you know love by its action. It says like for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Yeah.
Actually, those wedding vows are a description of what love is. Whether we're sick, whether we're healthy, I got you. Whether we're rich, whether we're poor, I got you.
And that's it. And not a lot of people would do that.
Because a lot of people don't know love, bro.
And as well, I think even take the love out of it, it's hard, man. It's difficult. Like even on yourself, like your own sort of mental toll, like to support somebody in that situation. It's just, am I doing the right things? You have family members saying you should do this and do that. You just.
But I feel like when you love,
conquers all.
Because love doesn't necessarily mean you always get it right. But
Yeah.
Love means that you will always work towards moving right.
Yeah.
So you try one thing in love, and it ain't hitting. Love says I need to step back and try something else.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm saying?
No, I love that.
I'm messing that up. I need to step back and try. Love is not about being perfect. Love again is intentional towards doing right and being right towards another.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we have to love each other. Everybody, we have to love each other in that way. That's why we get annoyed. Like businesses don't love their customers.
Hell no. They don't even love their employees.
They don't even love their
people making them money.
Made them the money. They don't love them people there. But if they love their people and looked after the people that invest their time and sacrifice themselves for them, watch how that business could grow.
100%.
But the love of money makes people abusive.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And it is the love of money. So people will do anything for money. They'll make you sick.
Yeah.
They'll make you poor.
Yeah.
They'll affect your health in order to increase their wealth. Such as their love for money. And that's why love for money is a terrible thing.
100%, man.
It will just compromise everything else.
That's it.
I've never met a person that loves money and does right by people.
Nah. Because I think it does. It
do right by people costs.
It as well as I think it just affects your morals in general. Like once you get to that state of mind, it's hard to sort of say like, oh, this person, I wouldn't do that to them. It's just you kind of treat everybody like it's business.
Yeah, and I even hate that term. Like it's business. I'm like, business is not a description for.
It's a man-made concept.
For evil. Do you know what I mean? Like it's about transactions.
It's basically saying it's I'm being ruthless and.
I'm being just being being bad man. Don't say it's business. Just say I'm being selfish.
Yeah.
I'm for me.
This doesn't work for me.
Yeah. And I would rather people just be honest and say that. And say, actually, this is entirely for me. This is not to your benefit.
Yeah.
This is all about me and me benefiting. And then obviously from there, you can decide if that's something you want to engage in.
Yeah, no, it's meant to.
Do that because if you hear that, you're going to be like, oh, right, let me get off then.
100%.
They can't make no money from me. They have to learn that. Then they have to relate to us properly. They have to deal with us properly. You understand what I'm saying? And so again, yeah, man. Shout out to Lee. I was at an event this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna say why just in a suit, man.
Man,
church finished about 10 hours ago, bro.
Trust me, bro. Like literally, I'm a chair of a local netball team.
Okay.
So I just used to have the finances, and then they just wanted me to help them, like in their vision of growing and whatever.
Yeah.
Moving forward, and they're amazing, to be fair.
Shout out your team, bro.
Chapeltown Community Netball Team.
Big them up, yeah. Big up.
Not many black netball teams generally in Yorkshire.
We'll say multicultural. We don't want to discriminate.
No, we're black.
We're black.
I'm not saying that our players are black.
Okay.
But the coaches, the people that started.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not
Yeah. Okay.
They're black.
I don't want to get cancelled, but
No. Listen, people can cancel us. We are black. When you see us, we're black.
you heard it here first. We're black.
We're black.
If you got a problem, speak to Tommy Robinson and that.
And it's important that people know that, because when you're in the space, the one thing that's lacking
Blackness.
are people of colour.
Yeah.
And I was literally having this conversation. I was like, actually, why is it that if we go to football, we'll always see boys of colour?
Yeah.
We don't see many Asians.
We don't see
which
none.
is a problem.
Big problem.
Because there's a lot of Asians within society.
Massive problem.
Why are they not finding their way into... So that's something that needs to be questioned. And in the same way, I'm like, there's a whole lot of black girls. If you go to a dance school,
Yeah.
you will see black girls.
Yeah.
But why is it in a female sport, because netball is predominantly a female sport, there's such a low engagement within the black community?
I'm not even sure if it always used to be like that, because I swear my mum says she used to play back in the day.
So everyone used to play in the schools, right?
Yeah.
So we would just...
Same with cricket. And now you never see a black man.
But who played... So again, when we were in school, that was a standard, like, everyone plays cricket, everyone plays rugby, everyone plays...
Netball, hockey.
Football. The girls play netball and hockey.
Yeah.
The girls didn't play football.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? So the girls play netball, the girls play football, and that was just citywide. That was part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
What you'll find is though, which schools had teams? Did all the schools have teams? No. It's all the private schools.
Yeah.
And the boys' schools.
Yeah.
And one or two other schools. Did your team have a good cricket team?
Hell no.
There we go. Do you see what I'm saying?
I didn't trust them ninjas with the bat.
That's what I'm saying. So, but if you go to every private school, grammar school,
They got a cricket team. Yeah.
So then that means the engagement is then limited to people within the demographic that engage in private education.
The girls had netball team, but there was no black girl on the team, I don't think.
Ain't that mad? But yeah, we're generally really athletic.
But no disrespect to the girls at my school, I swear the white girls didn't want the black girl on the team.
I'm saying that there's got to be there's
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that you guys are racist.
I hear you.
If anybody sees this from school,
No one can tell me black kids don't like sports.
they love it.
So if the girls in particular are not engaging in sport, there is a reason. My wife was like, I remember it's culture. I said it's not culture, it's societal. We love sports. We excel in anything we do. Anything athletic, we excel in.
Yeah, we promote that.
So it's not a cultural thing. I said, nah, man, we love to dominate.
What's she chatting about? It's a cultural thing.
You know how it goes. Everyone's trying to explain away racism. Everyone's trying to, you know what I mean, like societal imbalance.
I thought you knew better than that. I'm not even going to say your name, but you should know better than that. Don't let me catch you speaking like that again.
I had to break it down to her. I said, listen, do you think this myth of like black people not being able to like swim?
Yeah.
And I said, listen, you have to remember, you know, like in the 50s,
Ain't
you're
no-
not even allowed to share swimming baths.
Yeah.
And what black person started the swimming baths? Who's got the juice to just create their own swimming baths in the 50s? Couldn't even find a church.
Yeah.
Used to have to start church in a living room.
That was not a priority.
It was not. Swimming is not a priority. There's so many other things that we need access to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, so then what becomes a societal pressure? Then looks like culture because generation after generation don't take these things up because it was never afforded to them.
Yeah.
But and again though, it's more than race, and that's why I keep saying societal, because actually, how many working class kids do you see? Bear in mind, the working classes account for a large proportion of society.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 or 3 breaking through, that's a problem. Because it's saying what's happening to the other 100.
Yeah.
That should really be there.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's not. We've been plunked into a demographic of society that has a lack of access.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Let's get away from the race thing. Let's just talk at a societal. We're being starved of opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like football with the Super League. Like they want to take all the resources and they want to starve the smaller clubs of any resources.
But do you think they're the ones that bring the money in? So do you think it's right that they're getting back what they're putting in? Because you ain't selling no Super League with Burnley and flipping Leeds United and all the...
No, it's a fair argument, but they're built to bring the money in. They're not bringing the money in because they're more special. They're bringing the money in because they've built a system that allows them to do that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's not because they weren't born the prettiest club. None of these clubs were born the prettiest club.
They've had to earn that right.
They've earned the right, and now they're trying to starve everyone else.
Yeah.
Now that they've arrived, they don't want no one else to come along.
Because really, the richest game in football is the Championship playoff to the Premier League.
Come on, bro.
So when they're looking over there, they're thinking like, wait a second, why are these men getting more money for playing at a lower level, for not even winning the league, for finishing third or fourth or fifth or sixth?
And money. The thing is, money talks in everything. Like, so even getting back to the netball, they're now looking to make netball professional.
Okay.
So in the same way that they do with the basketball, teams are purchasing.
Who's funding that?
Like football clubs, Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
A franchise.
Oh, mad.
So it's very similar now to the NBA, how the NBA started.
Yeah.
Where a few teams are coming together with resources and they say, now we've got to push a small man out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got a big market and your thing ain't looking financially attractive, you can't get into this. You can't come into this table.
That's it, man. You got to bring that big boy money.
And so, but if you're, say for instance, you got great players and you're from Huddersfield, and all the talent's coming from Huddersfield, you have every right to say we should be at the table because we are producing talent.
Yeah.
And they're saying, yeah, but you're not a big city like us.
Yeah.
So actually, no, we will take your talent and incorporate your talent in our team, but you can never be at this table. That's the issue. That's my issue. You can never be at this table.
I say in response to that, make your own table.
We say that, but then the shady deals that are going on, they're not going to bring you in. Case in point, there's a local Asian shop down the road.
Yeah.
And it's always been a discussion that when other independent shops try to provide a service to a community, those shops, the Asian shops, will say, well, actually, they'll speak to suppliers and say, well, if you supply them, then we're going to stop purchasing.
Yeah.
And because their purchasing power is so strong, suppliers are going to say, all right, cool, we won't bother.
True.
Which again, it's unfair. It's a monopoly. These people create a monopoly.
It is, but then you got to think to yourself, why am I even doing this? Am I in this for the money or am I in this for the love?
In regards to what?
Anything. Am I providing this service because I want to help?
Give me a chance though. If you're blocking me at every point to even provide the service, that's not fair. And that's my point. I'm saying people are not allowed to bring to the table. The Super League is not. Once they create that, a Burnley is not getting into the Super League.
No, but
do you know what I'm saying? A Leeds potentially was not getting into the Super League.
Personally, I think tough to.
Right, you're not capitalist too.
Yeah, man. Like if they're the ones making the money, like we could get deep in this conversation. But I'm just thinking, same way I go to work and I'm paying for these dossers to sit at home and do drugs and make a whole heap of noise and do nothing with their life, and I'm getting that 20% took off me every month to support a waste man's existence. I'm just thinking, why am I busting my ass at work, getting cussed out, working with other idiots, just the stress I'm going through, and these men can just piggyback off my life and my hard work.
You know when a man or woman, a person, abuses a child, and you look deep into their life and you realise they are replicating
what's happened to them.
The behaviour that's happened to them.
Yeah, the circle of life. Potentially, yeah. Because there's
There's no different in regards to experience.
Nah, I still say yeah. Because if they don't know, I say yeah.
If their experience tells them no different.
But surely they must know that's not right. What happened to them?
Yeah, 100. Okay, we can all experience things that are not right, but our experiences still inform to behaviour. And so it's an accepted fact that a lot of abusers at some point have been abused.
Yeah.
So that tells you within humanity, when something happens to us, no matter how heinous, there's always that chance that we will repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
Because it gets into our spirit.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, if something is coming to your spirit that you could not control, calling you a waste man, I think is a bit cheeky.
It's honest though.
I don't even know if it's honest, a bit lazy. Because they didn't ask to be abused. They didn't ask to have that. They're not, because again, it's like the chicken and the egg. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if we're saying that the reason that they've abused, abusive is because they experienced abuse.
Yeah.
How can there be a waste man?
They personally can't, but we're talking about the majority here, rather than the minority. That's the minority of people.
But I'm speaking to that principle, and I realise I said that. You probably think, why did I say that? I'm speaking to a principle. When we talk about dossers, this is a generation that's been created.
Yeah.
These people that wake up, they weren't in the womb saying, I want to be a dosser. Society has created an environment that has shaped a mindset. And I don't think people really understand that actually the care system, the social system, has changed so much that actually what it has done is create this generation of what you call dossers.
Yeah.
And like, look, you're wearing that thing on your head. Culture has informed you to do that. Nothing else has informed you to do that. Culture. So you have been impacted by culture. Why can't they be impacted by culture? Why is it alright for you to be impacted by culture and it be a positive?
Because I paid for this culture.
But it's not really about paying. What I'm saying principally is you've been impacted by culture, and so they are impacted by culture, and the culture is something that is created not by them, but by systems that are purposefully trying to keep them in a state and a mindset.
That's true, but I just think I'm sick of it.
And I'm not making excuses now. I'm not saying people shouldn't look to aspire for better and do, but what I'm saying to you is they do not choose to be that way. You know what you know the environments you've been in, you've seen your cycle. You know actually your environment. If you don't step out in that environment,
I've seen both sides.
Do you understand what? So we've seen people that have stepped out, but we know that people that stay.
I know people that come from like long money, like no Diddy, but like the grandpa was rich, the great grandpa was rich, the daddy rich, they rich, like just is generational wealth.
It's a culture, but that's a culture. If all you've known is having wealth, the chances are you're probably going to have wealth. Because that's just the expectation, and there's a mindset to that. But if you've never known ownership, education, good health, how are you supposed to find that? The school system is not teaching you proper education, not teaching about good health, not teaching about good money management. Where are you going to learn that from? This internet thing is a myth. This is new.
All I would say though,
and all this stuff that people have now is a myth. So all the information that we're getting now, wasn't available necessarily back then. So sometimes, you know, like they say, there's some old people might not come into contact with a human being.
Yeah.
There's people that don't come into contact with good education and wealth for years.
Nah, the reason I'm not having that though, our grandparents come over here.
No, they were different. Their mindset was different. The fact that they came over here tells you they wanted to do better. Because people forget there's lots of Jamaicans that didn't.
Yeah, true. They didn't all come.
So the ones that came over came with an intent.
Yeah.
So that speaks to a totally different mindset.
Yeah.
So when they came in, they said, well, I've come in, I've travelled all this way to be somebody and do something and build something.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do. You're now judging generations of people that have been in that place for hundreds of years. And the system has lasted hundreds of years to keep them in that place. It was the churches that gave education to the people. It was the churches that gave the health system. Before then, none of that existed.
Yeah.
So the poor stayed uneducated and with bad health. Someone interjected and it gave them opportunity. So that's when you saw these people rise out of their serfdom to build better possibilities.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But if that didn't happen, they would still be in the same place.
And I could be a little bit more sort of forgiving for that, but because
I'm just saying, like we have to remember, like this. We're all under pressure, man.
That's not me, man.
We're all under pressure.
Skeppy said, man.
Because even if you think people might say, oh, well, they might say whatever they might want to think about us, but all we know is educated homeowners, business owners. That's our family experience. Politicians, whatever, we cover the whole spectrum. Yeah. But that is our family experience. That is not our people's cultural experience. Not everybody within our space will experience that.
Yeah.
The fact is that in England they put us in a demographic of people that were nothing like us.
Yeah. We came to build. They're just living to exist. Yeah.
But we came to this country to build. But you've put, and that's why they've got Romanians and Kurds, people coming over to this country, asylum seekers.
Yeah.
And where are they putting them, bro?
In the ghetto.
Yeah, and these people have professions in their home.
Yeah.
They were affluent in their home country, and when they come over here, you're putting them
in the hood, man.
Now, if they don't have that steely resolve to get out of that place.
But I feel that a lot of them man love living in the ghetto fabulous.
You know what it is? It's because it's sold to them as being attractive. We love living ghetto fabulous. Let's get it right, bro. But we certainly don't work hard to get out of it.
True.
So we love it too. Because we've been sold a lie and we bought into a lie and we don't promote the things that actually are good and beneficial towards us as a people.
True. To be fair,
Dad was different. Shout out to Dad. What did he champion? What was his one thing that he just would go out all the time about?
Stay away from ninjas.
Nah, seriously. What did he always talk about?
Education.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we've got to stop telling jokes, man, and be real. Education, that was his thing. That's what he cared about. That generation. Now, man, better yourself. Inform yourself. That was their culture.
Yeah.
And out of that, there was people within his generation that were really, really successful. We're not promoting that, but we're promoting Diddy and the idiot team. We're chatting foolishness, bro. I ain't trying to switch up the pod. I'm just saying, man, we're chatting foolishness, bro. And I'm like, actually, I need to stop chatting foolishness. Yeah. Because it's foolish. And it's not my life.
Yeah.
I walk away out of this door and that is not my life, man. So I'm not going to portray or present anything that is not my life anymore. Yeah. So people understand. Now I say idiot team. Because when you talk sense now, they're going to mix it up with Diddy foolishness. That's what I'm saying. Diddy's an idiot. He's an idiot. Yeah. Now live right. I'm not trying to promote that. I don't want to talk about that. You feel me, man? We've got to stop saying certain things about demographic. You know what I mean? We've got to be a bit more responsible with our point of view and our assessments of life, because it is flipping pressure out there for us, bro. And you know this. Yeah. Pressure for us, bro. Pressure. And it speaks in everything, bro. Every sport pressure, every NHS pressure, every employment sector pressure, bro. And the whole pressure is about we're worker ants, and they want us to be worker ants. They don't want us to be queens. And what I mean by that is they don't want us to be builders. Yeah. They don't want us to be head.
They don't want us to be owners.
Nah. So this pod is a mad thing because you own it, bro. This is all you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 20, 30 years ago, if you weren't a part of a BBC network, no one was hearing any opinion.
You'd have no voice.
You'd have no voice. And so now, society's shifted slightly. So now everyone's got a voice. But we need to use that responsibly. Yeah. Forget the gossip, forget all the... You know what I mean? Just the stupidness that people want to talk about. Yeah. Don't mean nothing. So people still walk away dumb. or carrying some sort of lie that's going to be exposed and then...
True.
You know what I mean? Left short. Like, nah, man, let's talk life, real life, and... You know what I mean? Let's keep it a book.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's important, man. It's important. I feel like we got too much in this, man. We got too much in this, man. Listen to people talk. I think these people are stupid, man. For real, like how do people pay attention to these people? These people are really silly. And we're not silly.
That's how you get attention, though.
And that's what I'm saying. Who built that system where you talking nonsense is the currency? Do you think that was just out of the ether?
Nah, it's just...
Or was that purposefully done?
It's just what's out there. The lie is more entertaining than the truth.
Who made that a thing? This is what I'm saying.
The media.
All right then. So they've shaped you like to talk foolishness to get likes. So now all you do is talk foolishness. They made Young Thug dress up in a dress to be controversial. Yeah, Somebody's like, I don't do that. Huh? But no. That was just to get attention. They made the baby dress up in a pamper nappy to get attention. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like they get to do a lot of mad stuff. Now a bunch of brothers are wearing dresses because that's apparently the wave. Everyone's painting their fingernails because that's apparently the wave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
no
bad.
one's using their head. No one's saying, well, actually, why am I doing that?
Nah, people are, but then they're getting cancelled for it.
There we go. Because this is an aggressive system. If you speak anything contrary to the foolishness that we want people to digest,
you're weak in your masculinity, or you're insecure, whatever. You're homophobic, you're racist, all that stuff.
Everything under the sun as a person. Now I'm just an individual. I'm just not buying into it. I just don't want to do that thing that you're saying that I need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm like, we need to... We're still jigaboos, bro.
True.
We're independent jigaboos. I'm like, I refuse.
It's what the people want.
I know, but the people need to change. The people that need to listen to me. If they don't like what I'm saying, that's cool. I don't care, man. I'm not living to... Y'all ain't paying my wage. Y'all ain't doing nothing for me. This is not going to be my life income.
No.
This ain't going to pay me. I'm not taking that money from this.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not investing in people like me.
Yeah.
I'm here to talk with my brother. This is literally me talking with my brother. Now what you made from it is a different thing. They just need to know. This brother right here don't care.
Independent thinker.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not invested. I'm cool. This mouth of mine in this setting is not what's going to build my house.
That's true.
So it's alright. So I can speak freely and be free.
Be free, man. This is the place for it.
You get it, bro?
Yeah, man.
Be free. I encourage all people to be free.
That's it, man. Freedom.
It's important. And we've only got one life, bro.
That's true.
Man, like, brother, it's 41, you know. Obviously, our cousin used to play with him, which is mad. Imagine our cousin, like, getting a motor neurone disease and dying, bro. Like, and we have to go to this brother's funeral. That'd be mad.
It'd be crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? This brother was young.
41, not old at all.
Nah.
They looked about 100
That's what I'm saying,
when he died.
bro. And that's why when I was talking earlier on, I'm not Joe Rogan, but I'm like, we need to start having proper conversations. Like, I feel like we spend so much time talking about Trump, and now Diddy. Before then it was Spacey. Before then it was Weinstein. Before then it was Epstein. Like, they have to talk about so much
Cosby.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like Jay-Z, whether she's pregnant, the Prince William's wife, whether she's
alive or dead.
Talking about nonsense, but there's real things happening around us that we're like,
it is all the distraction, really, to be honest.
Mad distraction. Why are young people getting MS? Like, that was an old person's disease, bro.
True. Even Drake and Thingy.
It's all pointless.
They're not doing nothing for nobody else other than themselves.
Bro. And they're not even rapping about anything that's going to change the world.
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But people are getting Alzheimer's mad early. Yeah. People are getting dementia mad early. What is going on?
True. That's what you need to take from this. Don't worry about what these weirdo celebrities are doing. Yeah. Worry about yourself, man.
For real.
Because they're not worried about you. The only time they're worried about you is when you don't talk about them. Then that's worrying for them, and then something that go on.
Yeah. And the thing is, we love talking. Because obviously we're brothers. And we love just discussing stuff. That's what this is, this discussion. We love football.
Yeah.
but we love life, and we love having a point of view.
Yeah.
And that's what this is, and there's nothing wrong with that, and that's a healthy.
Just nice to keep
men need to talk.
Just keep a record of it.
Yeah, man, men need to talk. It's good for people. People need to talk.
You can check your progress over the years.
Yeah, how
like,
point of views change.
This is how I was thinking back then, and
on reflection now, 10 years.
This is where I'm at now.
And I think that's healthy, man. I think that's good. Like, we're not trying to like be cultural. We're not trying to be influencers.
Nah. Hell no.
We're just talking our talk.
Yeah.
It's just an interest. It's like a pub conversation that you're overhearing.
That's it.
Don't make it anything more than that, people. We're not trying to be.
Not trying to sell you nothing.
No, we're not trying to sell you nothing. We're just talking, man. Two brothers that go through stuff, see stuff, experience stuff, trying to get to where we're trying to get to.
That's it. If anyone wants to sponsor the thing,
hey, bless up the thing.
Bless it up, but
bless up the thing.
I ain't got nothing to sell nobody.
Yeah. And please don't think for a moment, because this is not my brother, that you think your money can make him anything but his authentic self.
That's true.
It's not gonna happen.
That's true.
He is not the one.
I'm not that ninja.
Entertaining, funny.
I like to troll.
He does love to troll. And amazing. And I think you will, if you stay on this team.
Yeah, 100%, man.
You'll have a successful team. Because honestly, I'm not even being biased, but I find you more interesting than half of these ninjas.
Appreciate that, bro.
Do you, man? It's real talk. That's why I come here, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
actually think, as a household, our family love you. You're just funny, man. Everyone that meets you loves you. You're funny, but you're not a comedian.
No.
You're
no clown thing.
Yeah, you're not a clown. You're actually just a funny guy. You've got a really funny way of looking at the world, interesting way of looking at the world, and it's just nice. It's a sometimes people need that alternative perspective.
Yeah.
To laugh at, to argue with, to whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it does to an individual, like, it's healthy, man, but it's all love.
On that point, you've just made me remember something. Talking about alternative perspectives and being controversial, going against the.
That was such a good flipping swerve to Jude Bellingham. Go on.
I didn't even mention. I wanted to talk about Carlo first, but if we're going,
we've got to start with you.
If we're going there,
start with you. We'll finish on a positive.
Hey, Jude.
Because you, I mean, obviously, I'll be talking about society.
In fact, before we do anything else,
go on.
Let's do a minute's applause for him. Right, that's enough done. 15 seconds, my arm started hurting. Jesus, and you know what? Camavinga's back must be hurting.
Bro, carrying Junior.
Vinicius Junior's back must be hurting, bro. Carrying that 6'5" lump around.
Listen, the thing is, we spoke about this yesterday.
And the thing which you're going to save him...
I couldn't argue. And the thing is, like I said, I hadn't done the appropriate homework. I had to be honest with myself.
Yeah.
I said, actually, I've not watched this game enough. I don't support Dortmund.
Yeah.
I don't support Real Madrid. So I actually have not seen really. I've only seen his football in flashes.
When I was loving him and thinking, you know what, this guy's sick, I was the same.
You know what I'm saying?
But then I heard somebody else say, like, you know what, he ain't that good, you know. And I thought, you know what, let me just, this person's talking crazy. I think they're just saying stuff for interaction, for likes and views, but the few games I've watched him play, maybe watched him play about 3-4 times this season, he hasn't been that good at all.
I mean, he got player of the season.
But it's off the stats though. Like the thing that saved his performance yesterday is he got an assist, but the ball got passed to him from a Dortmund player, and it was on a play. It wasn't like a pass where a Fabregas pass or a Özil pass or one of them ninja man passes, and you just think, how have you done that?
I think it's fair to say he definitely had an absolute scorching start to the season. But Harry Kane, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just bang goals in for fun.
But Harry Kane does stuff.
Winners.
He does stuff, and you think, wow, he's got technique. Like, don't have to score a goal for you to watch him play and just think, you know what, you're a ninja man.
I think again though, like I can't even defend it at the moment because I need to really invest myself in watching his, like you said, see what his fundamentals are.
I never seen a centre forward pass a ball like Harry Kane.
No. It's not a debate whether he's better than Harry Kane.
Because even if it was just down to numbers, I'd just be like, Harry Kane, whatever. Like, I'm not that bothered. But when I started watching him proper and seeing what he offers the team in general, I personally think he's better as a number 10.
So what, you think all these coaches are like gassing them?
There's some sort of...
I wouldn't even mind if it was just like the fan, but everybody, every coach says special player. So what are you seeing that these people that actually watch football all the time?
But one thing you got to understand about Madrid and even football in general now, a lot of these footballers are just influencers that are athletic and they can sell stuff. Like Jude sells, he's like...
Yeah, but
I understand
that from a corporate perspective, but people that are not invested in the corporate, they still say he's...
Yeah, but even then, it's a subconscious thing where...
I think everyone's just...
They're not watching him play week in, week out. The people who are loving him is mainly over here. He's converted them over there to a certain degree.
They loved him in Germany, didn't they?
There wasn't this big fanfare. Like, it was like, oh, this guy could be good. They were like saying Ballon d'Or winner.
Nah, but you had to go to a big club to get that. And he didn't win the league with Dortmund, so you can't be Ballon d'Or if you're not winning anything. I feel like now that he's won the league, he's won the Champions League.
They were saying that before he even won anything, though, like halfway through the season.
Yeah, that's because he was scorching hot for the biggest
yeah.
in the world. So I understand. And really, no one expected him to be the man.
But for me as well, you got to do it for the country. And I can't remember him doing nothing for England.
He plays okay.
I can't remember him like doing anything of note. I think, you know what, like.
But again,
that's a great performance for England.
I feel like that's not his, because he's not a let's say like a Kaká.
But that's what they're trying to make him out to be.
Yeah, but that's silly.
And they're comparing him to Zidane and stuff like that.
Again, that's silly. That's not his game. Like, he's just like that. I would say at the moment the way he's playing is more like Bellingham.
The way they're talking is that he's the greatest English player of all time.
But who's there? I say this all the time.
The media,
but
the fans.
The media said Andy Postecoglou was...
They retired his shirt at Birmingham at 17 years old. He's not done nothing.
Yeah, but you know...
What is that about?
Alright, so watch this now, bro. I remember hearing this the other day. And I can't remember which exact player it was. It might have been LeBron or one of them type of players there.
Yeah.
And someone said they saw him at a really young age and they just knew that player is going to be special. And so what they did is they got the player to just sign something. And there was nothing, you know, they hadn't achieved anything.
Yeah.
In college, none of that.
Yeah.
Even, I don't think they were even necessarily high school them times there, but they just knew. And the player became an established, popular player. And so, for me, you're obviously, you forget one, he's under 22.
I think he's like 20.
20, that's even worse. Nah. Really?
I think he's like 20 years old.
That's even worse.
He's younger than Sancho.
So you're criticising Birmingham for retiring a number of a boy who's just won the Champions League.
They did that. They did that.
That's foresight, bro.
Nah, it's not.
That's foresight.
It's not.
They knew at that point he was going to go on in the Chiefs.
Come on.
You know who's not won the Liga and the Champions League?
Who?
Odegaard.
But no one's retired his shirt number. And he was Wonder Kid as well.
He was Wonder Kid, but they knew he weren't really going to be that kid.
But Jude's not really that kid.
He might be that kid. He's only 20.
True, but...
And he's already won. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be that kid.
The way they're talking is like...
He could be.
He's done it all.
You can't write him off.
He's done it all himself. He's
just
carrying Madrid when it's not true.
He's playing his role and he's doing very well in his role.
From what I've seen of him, I've seen many a better player at the same age get less hype. Stevie G, at the same age, from what I've seen of him, better player. May not have the numbers and scoring all the goals.
But I'll tell you this, though, Stevie G couldn't play for Real Madrid at 20.
You never know.
Nah, he couldn't.
You never know.
I don't even think at 20 Stevie G was the main man at Liverpool.
It's a different game now. And to be,
Beckham at 20 wasn't going to get into that Madrid team.
But that's the levels have dropped though.
Bruh, come on.
The levels have dropped.
And what I'm saying to you is there's not many men, the only people at 20 that were really on that team, I'm smart. Ronaldo at 20 was not going to be good enough for Real Madrid.
Fat Ronaldo or Cristiano?
Nah, Cristiano.
Oh.
No, it was ready.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say him.
That's what I'm saying. So those dudes are like totally different level. But the majority of players that we know, even Messi as well, came in New York. At 20, he was ready. He was ready to play for the big team. But he is arguably the greatest ever to do it. So really, what he's achieved in that sense is outstanding. At 20, let's get it right. At 20, Messi wasn't winning games. Messi was adding at 20. You know, we're not talking mid-20s Messi.
Was he not?
50 goals. No. When he first came in the team, he was an impact player and he was an excellent player, quality player. He had a support. People forget Messi had a supporting cast of world-class players. Put Messi in a budget Barcelona team, you're not going to get the same output.
No, but all great players have great teammates.
And that's what I'm saying.
There's zero exceptions to that.
So, I don't know what you want him to do, but he scored a lot of goals and he scored winners and he scored important goals. What more do you want him to do?
I just want him to have a first touch and...
That's all. You don't need it.
It does, man.
Imagine that. Without a first... So this is how great the player is. On the flip side. He's that great, you don't even need a first touch and he's still getting better goals. Important goals. For Real Madrid.
He's not terrible.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But he's not this amazing player that people are talking about. He's even said it himself.
He's not an all-time great, he's learning.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
But the talk right now is that he's the best player in the world. That's the talk right now.
Yeah, but again, I question who's saying that.
A lot of people.
But they're daft.
And that's the point I'm making.
To be honest with you, though, bro, who are we comparing him to?
Just anyone.
Who else is who is currently much better than Jude Bellingham?
Vinicius Junior. Midfielder.
And actually, I would probably say I think he's got more goals than Vinny.
I'd say Odegaard better than him.
Nah, not a chance, bro.
I think so. I think Odegaard in that same team better than him. 100%.
Odegaard wouldn't even get the numbers.
Not the number. Stick to the numbers. They're not everything. Yeah. They tell one side of a story and they can be manipulated to.
So this is my point.
I hate the numbers.
This is my point though. Like, he has been asked to play a role. You're saying he needs a touch. Maybe you don't need a touch, bro. I need to score goals. He's delivering what the team have asked of him. Odegaard couldn't give you the same team. So no, he's not better. No. Odegaard for y'all might be better. But for that, no. For what Bellingham doing, no, he's not.
Odegaard's got less goals this season than he did last season, but he's been a better player this season for us.
Yeah, for you, that's great, but he's not better than Bellingham.
I think in that same team he does a better job.
No,
all round.
Absolutely not.
100%.
Absolutely not.
100%.
Absolutely not. No, not a chance, but that is insane. No way.
I believe so.
He's playing well for y'all.
You need to watch Jude play.
No, bro. Again, I'm not saying Jude has got all these things. I'm saying to him, the role that he's been asked to do, he's absolutely.
He was on an insane run of form, which has now run out. So we'll see next season what he's on.
Yeah. People have ups and downs because that's the thing. Odegaard is He's an player. That's not Bellingham. That's not the role he's been asked to play. He's playing the same role that Gerrard was asked to play at like 27.
Yeah.
Maybe 27. I'll have to look. You know when he played behind Torres.
Yeah.
That
Like a second striker.
That was the best goal scorer of the season.
Yeah.
Best goal scorer of the season. So that role can't play. Odegaard's never doing that. That's not his game. Gerrard could do that because he was that kind of.
But in that team, I feel like Ancelotti would find a role for him to get the best out of him. In that team, though, and that's what Ancelotti.
Get in the team because they don't need him. You don't bring the qualities that they need. He's not better than Modric.
But if he was there,
not better than Cruz, so we don't need you.
But if he was there,
he's not as Camavinga, and you're not as defensive as Tremaine. You're not getting in that team. Bellingham is getting in that team, and you can't do what Bellingham.
Not for much longer.
You can't do what Bellingham does.
Not for much.
He was probably the worst person that you could have chosen. He's not. No, you can't get in that team. There's no part of him that's getting.
Not for much longer. Bellingham's days are numbered. I'm telling you.
Bro,
you heard it here first.
It could well be true, But I'm saying the role that
he is not as good as what people are making out.
Nah, but again, people say a lot of stuff. I'm not bothered about that. But you saying Odegaard better is absolutely insane.
Technically, he's way better than him.
Oh my God.
He is. From a technical standpoint, he's way better.
No, Odegaard might be a better passer, but Odegaard can't get the amount of goals that he's got.
Jude's a better goal scorer.
Much better goal scorer. And that's his job. And in this team right now, that's his job. So he's not better.
He's not a striker though.
Odegaard might be a better passer than Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, not a better player.
Cristiano Ronaldo is a better player than Odegaard.
He's a much better player.
But just all rounder, you can watch.
I don't think Odegaard's like better than Bernardo Silva, bro. He's not better than flipping De Bruyne, bro.
But Bellingham's not better than either of those.
He gets more goals than De Bruyne. De Bruyne can't do Bellingham's role. This is what I'm saying. Listen.
So Bellingham's better than De Bruyne now.
In the role that he's doing, yes. Because you're judging him on, you're saying he didn't got a first touch. I'm like, alright, cool. But for the role that he's playing, for what he needs to do for his team, name me someone that's better than him, and everyone that he's named right now is not cutting it.
For his role, he's got like a unique role. Nobody else doing.
A unique role.
Nobody else doing what he's doing.
Because they ain't got the skill set.
Because nobody else is like 6'3" and.
Because they ain't got the skill set.
It's not even skill set. It's just genetics.
Right.
He's a genetic freak of nature.
This is like,
and he's playing off that.
I'll be like, Odegaard was a trash comparison. He's terrible.
I'm just talking.
Yaya Toure now. Like if you said Yaya Toure, you could have had a proper longer conversation.
Yeah.
Odegaard is not it. No, stop comparing him to Atman. His game is different. I wouldn't even necessarily compare. You could maybe compare Odegaard to someone like Maddison. Definitely Maddison. But Maddison ain't doing what Homeboy does. I'm just talking from a technical point of view. Yeah, in terms of being a footballer. Listen, Neymar is 1,000 times better than Odegaard technically.
Yeah.
I would never have Neymar in my team.
Never.
At any point.
At no point.
Absolute liar.
He's one of the best to do it.
No, technically he was excellent. But the difference, right? So this is my issue, right? Being technical only works if you can get teams over the line. Being technical for technical's sake. So that's where Vinicius now is. He's getting winning goals.
Yeah.
So I have to respect his team. You understand what I'm saying? Ronaldinho, when he was technical, getting teams over the line.
Yeah.
Neymar, Messi got that team over the line. Suarez got that team over the line. He was just another technical, brilliant player adding to that gumbo. When he went to Paris Saint-Germain, and he was the main man, Mbappe scored more than him.
Nah, when he first came, he was the man.
No. Technically, he was great, but he didn't get him over the line.
Did he not in the first season?
Nah, they've never won anything.
Nah, I think they did.
Listen, Ibrahimovic was bagging in goals and helping them win leagues all day long. And technically, he's a bad man as well, to be fair. But Neymar, for what he was supposed to be, didn't do it, bro. He is being the biggest disappointment. When you talk about talent, when you talk about just natural, gifted talent, bro, and the supporting cast that he's been afforded to try and help him get over the line, and he's never been able to.
I've never felt like a team's been built around him though. He's always been putting teams to be, apart from maybe Brazil.
Barcelona definitely was built around Messi.
100%.
But rightly so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
because Messi is better.
Messi can deliver.
Yeah. Neymar can deliver.
Brilliant, but then, and this is the maddest thing, and this is why I know Neymar's a disappointment. Because if he just accepted, this guy's much better than me, but I've got something to bring to the table.
That's a loser mentality though.
Alright, cool. But then you went to Paris Saint-Germain, never won. When you could have stayed at Barcelona, I just want everything under the sun. You went to Paris Saint-Germain, even for Brazil, every time when you could be the man to just, you failed.
Nah, that's not failing. The only way to fail is to not try. And that's not what he did.
Right. What I'm saying is, with his talent, he failed in getting the team over.
No, if anything, they failed to give him the supporting cast he needed at PSG.
Ooh, which one? PSG? He had Mbappe, bro.
In the end.
In the end? That was early. That was like maybe second season.
Was that second season?
Mbappe from young. Mbappe's been there for like 6 years.
But then the focus was on Mbappe, really.
Because he was the better player. He's supposed to be the best player in the world, and there's always someone that is more important than you. And it's not because of your talent. It's not because of his talent. He's way more technically gifted than Mbappe. Way more. But there's something about his mentality. So that's why technical don't mean anything to me. It's about, can you do the job that you're
that's why the game is where it is right now.
Nah. Because I don't like Messi because he's technical. I like Messi because he gets the job done.
Nah, that's
the way he gets the job done is cool, but we like it because he got the. That's like no one's really waxing lyrical about JJ Okocha, who was technically a very gifted midfielder.
But the real ones know that the guy was a bowler.
Who, JJ Okocha?
Yeah,
it was great. But
and that's why we talk about him.
History won't remember him because he didn't do anything.
History remembers him, and history looks back and thinks, why did you not do?
Yeah, why did you not do anything? Because he weren't the man. If he really was the man, he wouldn't have stayed at Bolton. He would have been in another team and would have gone.
But then that's the reason Neymar's getting criticised, because he left.
Yeah, he left without delivering. He left Barcelona delivering in a role. This is what I'm saying to you. It's about mentality. Henry could do certain things, and you know this because you're an Arsenal.
Yeah.
When he went to Barcelona, he played. I just accepted. I've got.
Yeah.
And did what he needed to do to get what he needed.
But that's different because he's gone from being the man to I have to play a role, whereas he's left not ever being really the man at club
before
football.
Before he went to Barcelona, he was at Santos. He was the man.
But that's a different level altogether.
Cool. So when he came over here, you got the opportunity to be the man. Suarez was the man.
Yeah.
Which is why he's in Miami now.
But even then, he was a man at Liverpool.
He was the man at Liverpool.
But then he had to take a step down.
He didn't diminish. His numbers were great.
His numbers were great, but when you think about
scoring 60 goals.
When you think Barcelona, you're not thinking Suarez. That's not the first name that comes to your mind.
When I think of the most successful Barcelona team, I think of Suarez.
I think of MSN. I think of all three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it was the trio.
Yeah.
So you weren't diminished. They're not going to mention Messi and not mention you.
So you can't knock.
So that's cool.
Can't knock Neymar for that then, because
he
had to play a role.
I'm not knocking him for his Barcelona period. I'm saying when he left that Barcelona period, he left because he wanted to be the man. He thought himself the greatest.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to deliver. So when you don't deliver, I'm like, that's very disappointing. I
feel like...
And he was given every opportunity, he was given enough to get it over the line. And again, the same thing internationally. He's big for his talent, but we're not talking about like anything else. His potential was really...
So if he's failed, then Mbappe failed really.
That's why Mbappe's gone to Real Madrid. Because he's saying, bond this.
But he's young enough to sort of...
He can make it. If he wins the Champions League next year, it's done. And now we can't even say that because hasn't Mbappe won a World Cup? Alright, then he's got it over the line, bro. And he nearly got him another World Cup against Argentina this year, and he carried that France team.
True.
Neymar's never. That's what I'm saying. Neymar ain't done that.
Nah, he's carried thinking through a pretty dark patch.
He was a star player.
Yeah.
He's not carried him over into success.
Not into success, but
in the way that he should have done.
I feel like he was unlucky with the Brazil players that he came up with. Like they weren't the greats. Who did he play with that was amazing? Neymar for Brazil. David Luiz at centre back.
That was a poor choice, though, wasn't it?
Come on, man.
They had better options, but they just seemed to like.
But that's what I'm saying for Brazil. They built whack teams during his time.
I feel like they had one really good, like Dani Alves and can't remember.
I think he's knocking on, to be fair.
At left, but like they had a really
good,
competent Casemiro who was killing at Real Madrid.
Yeah, true.
Bro, come on.
Casemiro probably the only name
I
dead.
think Fred was still getting in the squad.
Yeah,
there was a couple of like iffy numbers, but Brazil have always got a competitive squad.
True. In fact, let me just look upon the team that, and I think as well when they got knocked out of that World Cup where they lost 7.
And that was crazy because they actually were doing really well.
Because he wasn't even playing.
Nah, he got injured. This is my point. He gets injured and he just doesn't deliver when he plays.
Yeah.
He doesn't get him over the line. And that's what I'm saying. I never said he's rubbish, you know. I said he's the biggest disappointment.
Nah, because we know what he can do, man. We know he's a baller, so...
Yeah, but imagine Neymar was in your Arsenal team and he never won an FA Cup.
I wouldn't say it's disappointment. I'd just say he's unlucky.
Unlucky, bro.
Like Jack Wilshere, like unlucky with injuries. I wouldn't say it's a disappointment. Disappointment means he had the chance and failed.
But Jack Wilshere was dead like from early. His injuries had him early. But Nah, man, Neymar caught a couple of unfortunate injuries, but
Man, Oscar was playing.
Oscar was a.
No, it was okay. This is what he had to work with.
Give me the team.
So in net, Julius Caesar.
Yeah, he was a Champions League winner.
How old was he at that time?
Champions League winner, it doesn't matter how old he was. He doesn't have to be 20. That's experience.
Maicon at right back.
Champions League winner, go on.
Old at the time.
At Inter.
David Luiz then Champions League
That
winner.
was just the guy that they seemed to like for whatever reason.
Champions League winner.
But yeah, go on, who else?
Dante.
Harry Maguire, by the way. Go on, who was Dante?
Yeah.
He was in Germany at the time, and again, yeah.
He's alright.
Good defender. Go on, who else?
Marcelo, one of the best to do it, to be fair.
Alright, cool. Go on, who else?
I don't even know. Luis Gustavo, who's that?
Is that the one that I feel like was he defensive midfielder?
He's saying defensive midfielder.
But
then check Fernandinho, one of the best to do it
ever.
But he's come off. He's been subbed off. Then you've got Hulk, Oscar, and Bernard, and Fred up front.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a wild team.
And we're asking the guy to operate in with this.
Yeah, that's a wild team.
I think people are too harsh on Neymar, man.
Yeah, that's a wild. What year was that, bro? Was that
2010, where they got absolutely destroyed.
2010.
Yeah.
He was young then, though. I'm not holding him to that. 2010 was before.
But then when else have they been in
that
it?
was before Barcelona, bro.
So what's the next competition? 2014.
It's going to be 2014.
No, that's 2014. Sorry.
About to have makes more sense.
Yeah, so 2018. I think.
And to be fair, they were doing really well up until they got absolutely peppered by people that year. So I can understand. I'll let him have that one. But in 2018, did he get injured again?
I think he just said bun you lot.
Absolute nightmare. Go on, you but that was an alright team. It wasn't the best Brazil team, definitely not.
That's what I'm saying, man. And all great players.
But Fernandinho, one of the greatest Premiership midfielders. Casemiro, jeez.
Nah, he won't play unless that's his name. Luis Gustavo or whatever.
That Luis Gustavo.
It does ring a bell, that name.
It does ring a bell, yeah.
Let's see this.
And remember when they were at them times, one of the World Cups, they were choosing a lot of players from their actual home nation as well.
So they're playing against.
Is this 2018?
Yeah, Uruguay.
Alisson?
So Alisson in goal.
Best keeper in the world, go on.
Danilo, Marquinhos, bad man.
Yeah, bad man.
Miranda.
Stop playing. What about Thiago Silva? I didn't like the way he disrespected Thiago Silva in the previous one as well.
He's not in the team.
He must have been in the team. He must have been injured then. Thiago Silva's an injured man.
Miranda F. Luis.
Miranda was decent as well.
Who's F. Luis?
Luis the one that was at Atletico Madrid. Bad man. Go on.
Oh, okay.
This team was.
Was he the guy with the long hair?
Yeah, the blonde one.
Yeah. Who didn't look Brazilian at all?
Nah.
Arthur. Who's Arthur?
Yeah, I remember him. He was at Barcelona.
Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace.
Who the heck is Wallace?
Nah, I can't remember.
Renato Augusto.
I remember Renato Augusto, man. He was a journey bad man. He was at Sevilla.
Diego Costa on the right, Firmino through the middle,
yeah.
Neymar on the left.
Come on. Best false 9 and flipping.
This team's better.
Mr. Bite around. You would have played?
Thingy.
Which one?
Uruguay.
Yeah, but Uruguay was set though.
And they beat them.
Who? Uruguay won?
No.
Barcelona beat Uruguay?
No, what they call Brazil beat...
Brazil beat Uruguay?
Yeah, and guess who scored?
Neymar?
Yeah,
fair play. But what was that? What was this? What was that? World Cup?
I think this is World Cup.
They didn't win that World Cup though.
No.
That's what I'm saying, man. They get over the
no, it's a friendly, bro. I think who these dead guys, man.
Yeah. Obviously, that's the coach. But again, I'm just saying, man, like, Neymar, for his technical ability, I just feel like he had it in him to do more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he had it in him to do more.
Got beat by Belgium in the quarterfinals.
That's what I'm saying, because...
But that was a golden generation, bro.
What, the Belgian team?
Kevin De Bruyne, who's better than flipping...
No, they were special. They weren't no scrubs. They were not scrubs at all. So is that when did have... Moynier in right back. Vertonghen.
Yeah. Company.
Was Company still there as well? So who played at left back?
Vertonghen.
So Vertonghen was at left back. Alderweireld and Company in the middle. Is it Moynier at right back?
The midfield's a little bit mad.
Was it Witsel?
Yeah.
Was it what year is it?
2018.
So I don't think it was my boy from Tottenham. It would have been Witsel, I'm gonna go with.
It might be, you know.
Musa.
No.
It's not Musa.
I think this guy did play in the Prem.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I remember. Witsel. Centre mid.
Yeah.
Was Witsel there though?
Yeah.
De Bruyne was in midfield as well.
No, he was up front.
Up front?
He's doing the Jude role.
Oh.
He was doing the Jude role, bruv, and he scored.
Who was the other centre mid?
Nasser Chadley.
Chadley's a winger. He's not going to centre mid, man. That's wrong. He plays on the left. He's a winger.
So it may be that there's 4 in midfield and then
yeah. He's definitely playing
2 up front.
So it was Witsel, De Bruyne in the middle. So what? The young lad from
Fellaini.
Oh, Fellaini was in the team.
Yeah.
Mad why?
Jude Bellingham's region.
And then up front was
Hazard and Lukaku.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a bit like that.
And on the bench,
See.
Douglas Costa, Renato Augusto Firmino came on. And then, for some reason, these seem to have more subs.
They probably went with a smaller squad, you know. Unless they lost players to injury. Because again, where's Thiago Silva in that?
Nah, Neymar got done dirty, bro.
Hold on, bro. Can I just quickly go to the bathroom?
Yeah. We'll have a brief
brief
intermission. Right. Hinta. And we're back. Back.
Yeah, sorry about that, people. Too much tonight's team, man.
And we're back.